All
All right,
right,
looks like we're
so
recording.
awesome. All right, so hello. My name is John L. Williams,
And I'm Joshua Leos.
and we're doing stakeholders, client expectations, and communications.
So for our project, we decided to do a bridge infrastructure project, and specifically, we're going to talk about the new toll bridge that goes over the shipping channel on the Beltway in Houston. So just a little background info that we found while we were researching. So this bridge was approved after a vote in 2020 by the Harris County, oh, that's just a county, Commissioners Court. Is an expansion project to just kind of replace the old bridge. Originally, it was awarded to the FIG Bridge Group, but they were removed in August of 2020, and then it was awarded to the COWI North America, so just a different engineering firm there. And the goal of the project is to widen the tollway and allow for future expansion of the shipping channel. And this picture is kind of one of the 3D renderings that they provided to give you an idea of what it'll look like when it is done. So some of the stakeholders we've found, and I'll kind of just go through the left side of our list here. So drivers or community members, so people in the community that are going to use the bridge. The architects that are going to design the bridge, HCTRA, which is the Harris County Toll Road Authority, any kind of construction crews, shipping companies, environmental groups, and then we've got suppliers and vendors. So those are our big stakeholders, and we've got a few more on the next slide. We just couldn't quite fit them all in one place. So for our drivers, the desires, what they're looking for out of this project is they want quick travel time. They want to be able to cross the bridge quickly, and they want there to be less traffic. Our architects are hoping to create a lasting design for the city. The Transit Toll Road Authority is looking to collect some increased toll revenue. Construction crews and kind of shipping companies are both really looking to make more money. The construction crews are looking to make money from the work on the bridge itself, and the shipping companies are looking to make some more money on increased flow in and out of the city. Environmental groups are hoping that they can keep wildlife safe during and after the construction. And then our suppliers and vendors are looking to provide material and any kind of construction equipment needed to build the bridge. As far as influence goes, they kind of all vary for different parts of the project. Some are high in the beginning, some are high at the end. But our drivers have very little influence. The only influence they really had was at the voting level before the project started. But after that, it was happening with or without them. The architect's designs are going to impact what labor is needed and what materials are needed for the project. The Toll Road Authority is managing the project right now, so they are in charge of making the schedule, keeping everything on track, and dealing with the budget that they've been given. Our construction crews are performing labor, so that's a very high impact to our project here. Shipping companies like it; they're happy that the project's happening, but they don't really have any impact really beyond that they're there and they're going to use the shipping channel. And then the environmental groups had a pretty, I would say, like a medium-sized impact before the project started because they had to create some environmental surveys before the project could be approved, since they're kind of building in the water there. And then our vendors got to have a high influence, and it's based on the cost and quality of the things that they are providing those construction crews.
So it's just some extra ones, and these are more of our external ones to this stakeholders project. So the first one is city, the next one is businesses, the third one is community area, and the last one is just kind of publicity that is given to the project itself. So our desires for the city is to increase flow of traffic. So this is to get people around the Beltway quicker and relieve traffic that stops like 5 o'clock traffic and things like that. Businesses, this is increased flow of customers. So the businesses that are around there, to get more customers or to get even to add on to like there's a bunch of refineries and things like that around there. So to get more of their truckers to go in and out and to get more resources moved around. Community areas, a little bit further down, there's some community areas right there. And so this is just easier access to the highway so that when they get on, they're not bottlenecked into smaller lanes and just a bunch of traffic. So this just helps with the flow. Um, and then the last one for publicity, this is where the news comes in, and like the news comes in and helps inform, update the public on the progress and if there is traffic or anything like that. So it gives just a little bit more information to the people around about what's happening in the area. The next one is influence. For the city, the increased flow of traffic. This is a high influence on the city. Really, if the influence is high. If it's not so high, permits might be a little bit slower. Businesses can have uh, can have high influence by voting, but limited when not. So if businesses don't want this, they can definitely try to go against it, but they probably will go for it, and more than likely they are going for it right now. Um, but they do have the option that they might not. So they do have kind of a high influence on what happens in the area based off their votes. And it's kind of like the same thing that happens with the community area as well. So the community has a say in kind of what can happen in that area, and see like if the community likes it, they can vote for it, or they can try to slow it down with votes or holding like council meetings and stuff like that. So and the last one is publicity, and the publicity they can have high influence due to mass amounts of people that they can reach. So just because that they're able to reach a large amount of people, um, that they have a high kind of a higher influence on how the project goes and likelihood of like how smooth it goes or how not smooth it goes. And so an example of the stakeholder change that we chose. So a little bit of background for it. So the driver or resident influence over the project changes throughout the project. Before the project begins, they had to decide how they were voting on the proposal. Once the vote was passed, their influence decreased. And once the bridge was completed, they can influence the project by choosing to go use the bridge or avoid it. Thereby not paying the funds that pays for the bridge. So in this instance, if it's beltways, the tollways. And so the Harris County Toll Authority has a large influence over this project. They're responsible for managing the project through its construction using the funds given to it by the Harris County's Commissioner Court. And the architect's influence is strongest in the beginning phase of the project, but once plans have been drawn and approved, their influence on the project kind of reduces to the simple design and check-ins. So a lot of different things can change throughout this time. So, like for instance, the whole like sticking to one of them. So the blueprints, once the blueprints are kind of made, there's no more changes that can be made easily afterwards, and so that all comes up to the Harris County Toll Road to if they want to change anything instead of how the engineers want to design things or whatnot.
Right, and that's it for our review of our bridge project. We look forward to everyone's feedback, and we look forward to watching your video as well.
Yes,
Thanks, and
thank
have a great
you.
night.